Hey, ATA Nation. It's your girl Anna. Thanks for being here. If you're new, do feel welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Remember to turn your post notification bell on so that you'd be notified whenever I do post another video. Now, today we're going to do some Escovitch fish. Stay tuned. So guys, we have some fish fillet here. We have 2 pieces. As you know, I'm just preparing meal for 2. So, I'm not cooking a lot. However, every recipe that I do, you can up the recipe to make the quantity for more. No, I'm just going to cut the fish, the fillet, into the sizes that I want. However, I would advise you to cut the fillet when it is a little firmer, when it has a little bit of ice in it, because as you can see, I'm drag cutting, and if you're a chef by profession, you know that drag cut is not professional. So, however, because I didn't want to, mess with the meat, because the fillet is very soft, I'm doing that, right? So I'm just cutting it into sizes that I do want. Not cutting it too fine, not cutting it too big. It's just bite size. So like fish stick size, if I should be honest. Yeah, this is like fish stick size. So, you know that there are different types of fillet, and not all fillet can be fried. Some has to be roasted, baked, fry, slow cooked. But not all fillets can be fried. So when you're buying fillets, ensure you tell the person at the fish market what you're going to do with it if you don't know how to buy fillets. Even fish overall, not all fish can be fried. Well, I'm not giving you a lesson on fish. So let's move from there. The teacher in me is always teaching. So ensure that after cutting your fish, you're going to, and do not wash your fish with vinegar or lime juice before cutting it. Cut it before and then you wash it, because what the lime juice and the vinegar will do, it works as a tenderizer. Normally when you put fish on when you put vinegar on meat, you see it change color. It gets a little whiter or darker. So especially with fish that is soft, you don't want to do that. So now we're seasoning, and we're going in with some peppered flakes. We're going to use onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of ginger powder, and a little all-purpose season. I also use a little bit of Miss Dash, herbs and spices, and a little seafood seasoning. That's it. You have to go in with small amount because it's fish. Fish takes salt quick and very easy. So ensure that it's not too much, and I'm doing just that. I'm just rubbing the season into the fish now. as you can see. Right? That is what it looks like. Then you have to drain the fish if there's any water, because once you add salt to it, it might start to spring water. Salt or seasoning, it will start to spring water. So and throw the water from it, and we're just seasoning the flour with some of the same season that we used before. I'm adding some parsley flakes to it also, and some baking powder. Right? Now I'm just going to whisk this so that everything will be incorporated evenly. No, you don't have to use a whisk. You can use a spoon, you can use your hands. It's not that serious, you know? Well, it depends on if you are doing it professionally or if you're doing it at home. Now you're going to add each piece of the fillet to the breaded flour, and ensure that you coat both sides or all around. Right? And I'm just tossing it with my hands back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it's really nothing hard to do or nothing major. So I'm just laying them on the cutting board once I've coated them, you know. And my reason for laying them on the cutting board and not putting it exactly in the oil is to get rid of the excess flour, right? So, because you don't want to add too much flour to the oil, it is going to cause the oil to burn. So now we're adding some oil to the pot, and you don't need a lot of oil. And you can use your preferred oil. I'm using coconut oil. As you know, I do love coconut oil. And I'm adding a scotch bonnet pepper and scallion to the oil, and this is to get flavor, you know, to add flavor to the food, because normally I would add my green blend, but the green blend will cause the fish to burn. So I'm adding the fillets to the pot, and don't overcrowd the pot because that will cool down the oil, because we are frying on medium heat. Right? So people, you see, look at this. So you're going to fry until golden brown, you know, until crispy enough, because you added the coating to the fish. It will, what may happen is that if the fire is gauged too high, the coating will fry and the fish will be inside and not fried, and you don't want that. So as soon as you see that the oil is starts to bubble, you're going to take your time and turn it down a bit. So it's going to be a little less than medium heat, because you want this to slow fry, and you also want the breading to be fried moist, not crispy. If the fire is too hot, it's going to fry crispy, and more than likely the fish will not be well done. It might be rare, medium, but not well done. So that's what I'm doing. I wish you could smell this. The scallion and the pepper adds a nice little aroma to the pot, to the kitchen, but also to the meat, the flavor, you know. So fun fact about this is, if you don't want to do the Escovitch sauce, you can always barbecue it, sweet and sour, teriyaki, butter garlic, pepper lemon. You could do a lot of different finishing with the fish. You don't have to do the Escovitch as I'm doing now. If you'd like to see a different recipe with the same fish, comment down below. So guys, I've turned the fish and you can see the color is coming together nicely. As soon as the pepper and the scallion starts to burn, or you realize that you got enough flavor from it, you should remove it from the pot. You don't want it to burn and get black, because it will also cause the flavor that was just infused in the fish to, go back out, because it is going to give now a burnt flavor. Now we have some Irish potato, and that's what we're going to serve it with. So voila, we have peeled them with just a snap of the finger, So guys, now we have cut them with a snap of a finger, and we're cooking them down in some milk. And this is coconut milk. You don't know me love coconut, right? Now we're getting to the good stuff, the sauce, the pickle sauce. So we have some white onions, some red onion, red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, orange bell pepper, green bell pepper, scotch bonnet pepper, green, and some carrot. We have julienne, these ground seasoning. You can cut it how you want to cut it, but this is how I wanted to do it. Now in a pot, we're adding some vinegar, and we're adding white vinegar, because we're going to use it to make the Escovitch sauce. This is like my favorite sauce. I have Escovitch sauce and a lot of stuff, like everything. I love it. So now we're adding some pimento or allspice, if you want to call it that, to the vinegar. And you can add as much as you want. I love the flavor that it gives. I cook everything with pimento. Now we're adding some sugar and some salt. And it is better to use granulated sugar, because you don't want the color of the vinegar to change, right? And we're just allowing this to boil and boil. Now we're adding in our ground seasoning. And you don't have to add them in any specific order, because as soon as I added everything and I give it a stir, I'm just going to turn the stove off, because it should not be cooked. Once the sauce is hot enough and boiled, you should just pour the sauce over the vegetable, the ground seasoning, right? So there it is. I've turned the stove off. About to turn the stove off. Yeah, look at the colors. I'm telling you, the flavor that this gives. Oh Jesus. That done now. Now we're going to do some mashed potato, as you saw before. And this is some herb mashed potato. So I have different herbs in it: cilantro, parsley, chives, rosemary, a little bit of salt, and I'm mashing with butter and milk. I used every cream, a little bit of every cream, like 2 tablespoons, and a cut of butter. And this is the end result of the dinner, people. This is it. This is it. I don't know. It looks good, right? It looks good. It look good. Gala going with herself and a bag of things. So people, I will serve it with a little salad mix. So I have lettuce, cabbage, purple cabbage, some cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, some carrots, and yeah, that's it. Look at it, people. Just look at it. I have to garnish it down. Food look good. Food tastes good. Hey, don't ramp with Anna, Anna got it. Anna got it. Remember to comment down below your favorite part of the video. Tell me if you have ever done this and how you do it, if there's something different that you do. Remember to also comment and tell me what other video ideas you'd like to see me do, whether it be a recipe or a challenge, or whatever it is. I don't have a problem trying something new. Please, only left me at some of them challenge the door, you know, but I will try something new. The food is colorful and, you know, I eat with my eyes. Until next time, bye!